everyone, welcome to Norma today. My name is Doma Salo and I'm really excited to be here. Today I'm starting something new, something I've not done before. It's kind of like a series I want to do, a series where I'll just come and speak about some unpopular opinion or some uncomfortable truths or inconvenient truths that I have, and I would appreciate it if we could all, chime in or come in and say something like whether or not you agree with me, no judgment zone. I just want to know what it is that you think about whatever topic I'm going to be bringing here. So I'm starting it today with the opinion that I do not think that everybody should have kids. And without wasting too much time, let's jump into it. Now, if you had come to me some years back and you had said to me that you don't want to have kids either because you want to concentrate on your career, or you don't think you like children, or I don't want to destroy my body, whatever reason, I'd have said to you, you're a very selfish person. If your parents had made that kind of decision about you, you wouldn't even be here to have a dream or a career or even a body, But now I have kids and I've made a complete turn around. I believe that not everybody should have kids. In fact, I feel like some people who already have kids should not have had them in the first place. And the reason why is because I think that having a child is one of the biggest projects that you will ever embark on. It is something that is going to have and make so much demands from you. And even when you're going to get a pet, you know how much thought goes into it. For you ask yourself, who is going to feed this pet? Who is going to take care of the pet? Who is going to be with the pet when we're not around, when we travel? Where's the pet going to stay? So many questions come into your mind before you get a pet. So imagine having a child. Why shouldn't you do the same due diligence? Why shouldn't you go through the same process and think about it and come to the conclusion, just like you would with a pet, that, oh, well, it's not the time right now, we don't have the space, we're not ready? Why can't you come to that same conclusion with a child? The care of a child is infinitely more demanding than the care of a pet, and even has more implications if it does or doesn't go right. A child is a project, a big project. Like I said, it's probably, to my mind and from in my own experience, it is the biggest project I've ever embarked on, because a child is not a toy. A child is not an ornament, something that you can just pick up and drop, or when you get tired, you say, I don't really want it anymore. A child is not like a rite of passage. It's not like just something you do lightly, like, oh, I've finished primary school, I've finished secondary school, I'm married. What's the next thing? Oh, let's have a child. A child is much more than that. A child is not just an addition to your life to make your family portrait look wonderful. I want 2 boys and 2 girls. A child is definitely not a retirement plan, somebody's going to take care of you in your old age. Sometimes you find people who are already overwhelmed with 1 child going back to have 2, 3, 4, so that they can just satisfy some kind of picture that they have in their mind. A child will require you to grow, to change, because the truth of the matter is the parent that you are to a little baby is not the same parent that you will be to a toddler. Definitely not going to be the same parent that you'll be to a teenager, to a young adult. You're going to have to be willing to move and change and learn and ask questions and be asked questions. It's such a huge job. A child is like an assignment. Imagine that you are building a house. You know what goes into building a house? The time it takes, the effort it takes, the money it takes, and the sacrifice that you have to make while you're building that house. I know of people who, when they were building their homes, they didn't even travel on vacation for that period. They denied themselves some of the luxuries that they would normally have, just because they wanted to see that this house came to fulfillment, or this house came to completion. So that's the same thing with a child. A child is going to require so much of you. It's going to demand so much from you, not just financially, not just time wise, but it's going to require a lot from you emotionally. It's going to require you to ask yourself, are other aspects of my life getting more attention, more and better attention than this child that I've brought into this world? It's going to require you to be deliberate in your actions, because your actions or inactions, what you do or do not do, can impact on this child, impact on their future, and impact on their behavior. It's going to require you to be the kind of person that is willing to learn, the kind of person that is willing to unlearn, the kind of person who's willing to question everything that they're doing. Okay, this thing I'm saying, what kind of impact does it have on my child? This thing that I'm doing, the way I live my life, is going to require you to rise up, to become a higher and better person. And I'm telling you, I've experienced it in my own life, because they're just like things that come naturally to me, things that I know that are habits that are not great, but they just come naturally to me, and I do them, and then I have to remind myself that, oh, I'm a mom, I can't do this in front of my children, I can't let them, not just in front of my children, but I can't even keep this up as a way of life, because it's not something that I would like my child to see. You have to rise up, become a better person. You have to deal with the things that you come with. You have to deal with issues that you have. For example, trauma. You have to deal with mindsets, because we're all coming with baggage. We're all coming from different experiences, things that have happened in your life, things that you even thought were normal, you will find out later that are not normal. You're coming with preconceived notions, you're coming with trauma, and if you are not careful, if you're not mindful enough to sit down and just kind of unpack those things, get to the root of them, you find out that you're inflicting the same trauma on your child, just carrying over all the things that have happened to you onto your child. A lot of us do not have our lives in order. We're a total mess, but we're still in a hurry to bring kids into that mix. And some of us even feel that having that child will fix your problem, or having that child will fix your relationships, having that child will fix you. And it is so unfair to that person that you're bringing, and it's a gamble that you're willing to take. So if somebody has sat down and has considered everything very carefully, and has come to the conclusion that, I don't have the capacity to do this, I don't have the time to do this, I can't fit this into my life, I'm not able to do it. If someone has sat down, thought about it, and has come to the conclusion that we can't have this pet right now, I don't think we should start this building project right now, I don't want to have a baby ever, then should society judge them? Because that person is just preventing one more child who is going to be abandoned or abused or mistreated, or just become a menace to the society or their families or people at large. That person is preventing that from happening. Parenting is something that requires grace every single day. I'm telling you, in my life, every day I have to ask God, Lord, please give me the grace to be the kind of parent that will make this child to be the kind of person that will be useful not just to themselves but to their society. So if somebody decides that they don't want to do that, I feel that nobody should judge them. I feel that they even understand the weight of what they're about to do, unlike most of us or most people who just rush into it without thinking. So guys, what do you think about what I've said? Do you feel that everybody should make it a point to have a child? Do you agree with me that if you don't want to have kids, you shouldn't have them? Please let me know in the comment section. I really want to engage with you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button so that it gets to more people, and then more people can join in the conversation. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell also, so that you get notified whenever I have new content. And until next time, when I bring you another wonderful video, I'll see you.